Hi, hello, welcome to the Lily Pad. I am Lilith. I also go by Lily. Today I am doing a Elsa, well, a modern AU alternate universe Elsa. If you've been following my Instagram or my TikTok, you've probably seen her. I kind of put together whatever I had ish to make this. So if you notice, she's got like shoulder length hair instead of the long blonde glorious locks. Just know it's because I'm using what I have right now. Eventually I will get a longer wig for her, but for now we get to use my Harley wig. Anyways, so typically whenever I get ready for cosplay, I like to get my hair out of the way. If you have noticed, yes, I have gotten a haircut. Yes, I am not green or teal or blue, whatever color you thought that I was. I'm kind of in between colors right now. I don't know what I want to do. I was gonna go blonde. But as you can see, it hasn't quite gotten there. So, yeah, we're just gonna leave it alone for a little bit. I was gonna grow my hair back out to my like Ramona bob thing that I had going with the little long pieces, but it's just so much easier for me. I change my hair so often and I like doing wigs. It's just easier to have short hair, and I don't mind it. So I always get to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna grow my hair out, and then I always end up cutting it because I can't stand it because it like gets in the way, you know. Just and before anyone asks, I don't know if you can hear it. I haven't tested this yet. I have music on in the background. Hopefully it doesn't get flagged or like copyright, whatever happens on YouTube. I don't know. If you can hear it and you're wondering what it is, I have like the Bass Arcade playlist going on Spotify. I listen to a lot of EDM, but I also listen to a lot of other things, not just EDM. Yeah, typically I like to put my wig cap on to get my hair out of the way, because when I'm putting makeup on my face, I like to get it, forehead and everything, because depending on what wig, most of my wigs are lace front, so they will go to the hairline, as I feel like most wigs should, unless you're doing some like special character or whatever, I don't know. Two different types of wig caps. I don't wear both, but I know it's hard to see because it's black background and black hoodie. There is a like netted wig cap, which I think I'm starting to prefer more, opposed to like, I guess it's nylon or whatever. It's like pantyhose material type wig cap. From my experience, I'm not like a wig cap expert or anything, but they come in black. They also come in like a nude color, which I feel like I should probably start getting, because I really like my blonde wig and I like wearing it even when I'm not cosplaying, and it's kind of weird because you can see like the black underneath, like through the wefts, because the blonde hair is so light, and I don't want, yeah. I try to make it look as natural as can be, even though it's like you're not fooling anybody if you're wearing a wig. Actually, you'd be surprised how many people, if you've seen my like green swamp witch looking wig, I get a lot of people that ask me like, if that's my real hair. I'm like, I wish. But anyways, wig cap. Time to look silly. Wig cap goes on. Also, my eyesight is not very good, so you're gonna see me squinting a lot. So, cute. You can probably see like all my bags that are my eyes. Get sleep, kids. But yeah, so you basically put this thing over your head. If you got little bits, I like to tuck them behind my ears. And then kind of pull them up and over your ears like so. I know this is like ridiculous because I'm trying to concentrate and then talk to you guys. But yeah, you want to pull everything back like so. And then kind of zhuzh it around. I literally just washed my hair, shampooed. I just shampooed my hair. I know I'm going to have like crazy wig cap hair after this. Because you know how your hair does that weird thing? It's like if you sleep on it right after you've shampooed it, it just, and it doesn't go back. So I'm probably going to have to, whatever. So yeah, you want to make sure your wig cap is like along on your hairline if you've got. Another reason why I wanted blonde hair too is because it's easier to hide. You know, at this point I should just shave all my hair off. You know? It's like, yeah, I want to go blonde so it's easier to hide under wigs, but like, if I'm wearing wigs all the time, it doesn't matter if I'm bald underneath, right? Make sure you moisturize your skin. I did my brows the other day, so typically what I'll do is I'll go through and like tweeze. So you groom your brows, do whatever you gotta do. I just like to make sure they're good and clear. And you're probably gonna ask, why would you shave off your brows if you're just gonna draw them back on? Don't. I don't know. I wanted to shave them. Or shave off half of them. I just like how they look when they don't have anything on them. They remind me of like like a cat. Like a cat or like an anime character or something. I don't know. If this is something that I'm going to wear all day for like an event, or if I'm going out or something like that, I will put primer on. I don't think I'm going to put primer on today. Actually, I probably should. But I'm not going to. So to start off, we're gonna do concealer. It is the Catrice Cosmetics Camouflage. Sorry. I don't know if you can see that. Don't look at my sponge, it's gross. So yeah, talking about EDM, I like to rave. I have not been raving for very long, but it feels like I have. My first rave was last year. So for those who are watching this in the future or whatever, I don't know what day it is you were watching it, but my first rave was in November of 2018. I went to see Seven Lions. He is one of my favorite DJs. Speaking of favorite DJs, I love Seven Lions. I love Slander. I love Alice in Wonderland. I love Rez. Who else? Sullivan King. I love Ghastly. And a whole bunch of others that I can't think of right now. But yeah, first rave was November 2018. And then my first festival was Lights All Night. I live in the DFW area of Texas, so Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So Lights All Night was my first festival. Changed my life. Not really, but yeah, it kind of did. I was only supposed to go for one day, and it was actually my uncle. Him and his waifu, they were like, you should go with us. And I was like, okay. So I did. But yeah, Excision. Excision is one of my favorites. So Excision was playing the next night, and I really wanted to see him, and a friend was like, hey, I have an extra ticket. And I was like, cool. So I ended up going, and I was very glad that I did. It was a very fun experience. Most of early of this year, 2019, I was raving like every weekend and avoiding responsibilities. But it's fine because I got fun experiences, I got to meet new people, and I don't regret any of it. But now I get to focus on actually what I want to do, which is make videos for you guys and hang out with you guys maybe later on down the road if I ever Or if you ever run into me at a rave or at a con or something, come say hi. Or if you even live in the DFW area, I don't know, if we run into each other one day, say hi. So concealer's on. See, this is why I can't do makeup and talk at the same time, because I can't concentrate. Because if you let me, I will just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. So yeah, before I put my foundation on, I like to do BB cream. I don't know if you can see this. It's the NYX BB cream. I'm not super crazy about it, but it's better than some of the other BB creams I've used. I like to use it as a base.
It does make my skin look so nice.
Unless my skin is really dry, then no. You guys ever... I'm sure a lot of you guys have cats, right? I'm a cat person. I have 2 cats. Actually, where I'm at right now, we have 3. So my 2 cats and then 1 more. But the phantom cat hairs that like to get in your nose, and then no matter what you do and you try to rub it, it doesn't come off. Yeah. That, or when you wake up with cat hair in your eye and you can't find it. And then later on in the day, it kind of emerges and then you pull it out of your eye and it looks like really gross. I hate that. The BB cream is on. It is good. I can't see myself. I mean, I can, but I'm like a blob on the screen. So, cute. So, I worked in the beauty industry on and off and in retail the last like 9 years. So I kept up with a lot of makeup for a long time, and then about 2017 I went through this phase of like, F makeup, I don't need it. And it was good because I had to learn how to live with myself without makeup. I was doing it because I was insecure, and I wouldn't leave the house without any makeup on. I spent like 3 hours doing my makeup a day. It was pretty bad. I'm comfortable leaving the house without makeup now. I just prefer not to, because I would rather look presentable when I go out. I feel like now the reasons of me doing makeup has changed. My relationship with makeup has changed. I refused back then to use drugstore makeup because I was a brat. There's nothing wrong with drugstore makeup, but I do notice differences in some of the things. I don't really keep up with makeup now, so I'm sure like everything in the beauty industry, just like everything else with like art and stuff, it changes so fast. But then there are things that are always consistent. But between then and now, I have switched almost entirely to like drugstore makeup. And that's also with being a semi-broke adult. So right now I mixed 2, especially for Elsa because she's so like frosty. I do like to make my face a little more fair and frosty because Elsa is just so like ethereal and glowy. So I do like to mix just a smidgen of white. I have this white foundation for Harley. So when I do Harley makeup, I'm just gonna mix this on the back of my hand. Oh, I think that's a little too much. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't do this every day. I'm sure I've lost some of my skill and technique. So now I just kind of wing it. And I think that's kind of what we all do. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see that. I literally just put like a smidgen of the white foundation in there. I tried experimenting the other day with dropping like a bit of, what is it? Liquid highlighter. But then I realized like in person it's fun, but like when you've got lights and you're trying to film or anything like that, it reflects too much off, and yeah, it's not good. So for those of you who do model or want to get into modeling, you want to keep in mind the makeup that you're using, because some foundations have a flashback. So if you don't want your face to be 2 shades lighter than what it actually is on camera, keep that in mind. Mix it on the back of my hand, and then use my finger and just kind of boop, 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 and kind of dot it wherever it needs to go and go from there. I'm pretty bad about being heavy-handed with makeup sometimes though, or just heavy in general with makeup. Because personally, I am a clown. And apparently I like looking like one too. So, mood. But yeah, you want to get up in that hairline and get all over the place. Alright. Not gonna talk. We're gonna time lapse this shiz. Makeup's done. So now it is time to put the wig on, and also get dressed. This baby is my Harley wig. I just pinned some of this back because I found that it was incredibly annoying to have like the loose bits fall on my face. It's one thing if I'm cosplaying Harley, like New 52 Harley with like her little wispy bangs, so I can deal with it, but when I'm wearing it on like a daily basis, I like to pin it back. Also, I think I'm just going to keep it pinned back for modern Elsa, just so that I'm not constantly like taking it in and out. I don't think I'll be cosplaying Harley for a good while, but we'll see. You kind of want to just dunk your head into it. So, I feel like I have a really big noggin, so the inside of the wigs, it's blue because I wore this to EDC when I was cosplaying Harley at EDC, and my hair was teal underneath, and it bled. It bled. There are little adjustment straps in the wig, so you can tighten it if you have to, if you've got a smaller head. But I try to align it. There's a clip in the back, and then there's like 2 clips on the side that will kind of, and I try to align it that way. Typically when I do a lace front, I try to aim it to where I can kind of line up the front of the hairline a little bit away so that it's easier to just scoot back if I have to. It's easier to scoot it back than it is to try to pull it forward. I feel like, because I don't want to like tear the lace, I guess. I don't know. In we go. Oh. Nice and blonde. I will step away and adjust my wig because I can't see right now. I don't think it's terrible from what I can see. But yeah, I'm gonna step away, get dressed, and I'll be right back. Oh, I am back. I have to fix that little bit. But, okay. So, if you've been following me for a good while, you know that I like to do closet cosplays. I think the only semi-accurate cosplay that I have ever done in the last, like, 10 years, on and off, is probably the most recent, and it is Dobby from My Hero Academia, Spicy Fire Boy. I plan to revisit him at some point. I have a shoot idea that I really want to do. It just hasn't happened yet. Maybe it'll happen one day. But I have like you know how like you have visions and you don't want to execute them. Like, I've learned the hard way. I kind of halfway did things in the past, but now I want to make sure that I have things exactly the way I want them before I start sharing them with you guys. I would like to do like an actual Elsa cosplay, like her white. I'm sure all of you have seen it by now, so it's not really spoiler alert because it's all over the internet. But I do want to do like the white outfit. I also want to do classic Elsa. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of characters that I want to cosplay. Maybe I'll get to it one day. Maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see how all this goes. But yes, this is outfit for my casual modern Elsa. With everything else on, I don't think the Harley wig is like terrible because it's kind of like pink and blue, and Elsa's palette is mostly like cooler tones anyways, so I feel, and her eyeshadow is like purple, so I don't think the pink is too far off. And then of course there's the blue. But yeah, I look like a suburban like mom or something. And then I don't know if y'all can see, but jeans, skinny jeans. And then my favorite part of this outfit, this wasn't planned. I had actually got these shoes. I had gotten these shoes before I actually did this, but these. So they're now my Elsa boots. They also give me Gaga vibes. I love Lady Gaga, by the way. But yeah, so I am off to, I guess, make TikToks, maybe take some photos, and yeah, hopefully you guys didn't hate this too much. We'll see what happens next video. Okay, bye!